Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel where we turn Google Earth into a roller coaster ride. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and let's jet off to 20 places that look faker than a $3 bill but are stamped 100% real. Number 20, Mount Roraima, Venezuela. This tabletop mountain rises like a fortress of stone above the clouds. 2 billion years of erosion carved its mile-high cliffs, leaving a summit where black frogs hop between carnivorous plants. Locals call it the mother of all waters, because every drop of rain that falls here spills into 3 different countries. A trek to the top requires about 3 days, a poncho, and a lot of humility. 19. Plitvice Lakes, Croatia. 16 turquoise lakes are stitched together by 90 waterfalls that never run dry. Wooden boardwalks hover inches above water so clear you can count the spots on the trout below. Fall colors turn the water into liquid fire, while winter freezes the falls into giant chandeliers. To beat the tour buses and Instagram crowds, arrive at 7 in the morning. 18. Grand Prismatic Spring, Yellowstone. Bacteria paint this pool in perfect rings of neon blue, orange, and green. It's bigger than a football field and boils at 160 degrees Fahrenheit, so skinny dipping is strictly off limits. Moaning steam acts natural camera filter, muting the glare and cranking up the colors. Bring a wide-angle lens, or you'll only fit a fraction of it in your shot. 17. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. After a rain, 10,000 square kilometers of salt turn into the world's biggest mirror. Clouds copy and paste themselves onto the ground so perfectly that pilots can experience vertigo. Pack sunglasses, the reflection can be intense. Stay until night, and you'll see the stars reflected under your feet. 16. Vardu Island, Maldives. Waves light up like neon spray paint thanks to bioluminescent plankton. The glow is triggered by movement, so every footstep on the sand becomes a glowing stamp. The best show happens during late summer on moonless nights. Pro tip: toss a handful of sand in the air and watch it sparkle like a tiny galaxy. 15. Zhangye, Danxia, China. These rainbow-striped mountains were formed when tectonic plates crashed like slow-motion bumper cars. Iron, sulfur, and centuries of rain painted the sandstone in vibrant candy colors. Visit after a rainfall, when the hues pop like fresh paint. It's a drone's paradise, but the high winds are a tripod's nightmare. 14. Antelope Canyon, Arizona. Sunbeams pour through narrow slots, turning sandstone walls into liquid gold. Flash floods carved these corridors, so always check the forecast before your hike. The famous midday light beams last only about 15 minutes. Set 2 alarms and bring a lens cloth, as dust is a constant companion. 13. Lake Hillier, Australia. A hot pink lake shaped like a footprint sits on Middle Island. Scientists blame salt-loving algae for the color, but nobody's complaining. The bubble gum hue stays year-round, even if you put it in a jar on your desk. The best view is from the air, as boats aren't allowed, to protect the fragile shoreline. 12. Pamukkale, Turkey. Cascading white travertine terraces look like frozen waterfalls filled with turquoise pools. The calcium-rich water builds new steps at a rate of 1 mm per week. To protect the delicate crust, you must remove your shoes at the gate and walk barefoot. Sunset turns the white stone to a soft peach, so it's best to stay late and skip the midday crowds. 11. Door to Hell, Turkmenistan. This fiery crater has burned non-stop since geologists accidentally lit it in 1971. The pit is 69 meters wide and throws out heat that you can feel from 50 meters away. A visit at night transforms the surrounding desert into a sci-fi movie set. Maybe leave the marshmallows at home, the fumes are noxious. We've hit 10 mind-bending locations so far. Which one completely blew you away? Drop your pick in the comments, smash that like button, and let's power through 10 more that look straight out of a video game. 10. Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. 40,000 hexagonal basalt columns fit together like nature's own Lego set. Volcanic basalt cooled rapidly, cracking into perfect geometric angles. Local legend claims a giant built it for a fight. Science says cooling lava did the heavy lifting. Arrive at dawn, and you'll have the rocks and the photogenic puffins all to yourself. 9. Waitomo Glowworm Caves, New Zealand. Thousands of tiny glowworms hang from the cave ceiling like a living constellation. These creatures, unique to New Zealand, lower sticky silk threads to trap insects drawn to their light. Silence is golden here, as sound can cause the worms to dim their lights. Skip the flash photography unless you want to plunge the cave into darkness. 8. Lençóis Maranhenses, Brazil. Miles of rolling white dunes are dotted with seasonal, rain-filled lagoons. From May to September, this desert landscape becomes a patchwork of sapphire pools. The wind reshapes the dunes daily, so yesterday's footprints vanish overnight. Bring a kite surfing board or just a hammock. In this landscape, roads are optional. 7. Marble Caves, Chile. Wave-polished tunnels glow turquoise when sunlight reflects off the water onto the calcium carbonate walls. You can only reach them by a small boat or kayak across General Carrera Lake. The morning light turns the caves neon, while afternoon clouds mute the glow. Go early, and you'll swear you've found Poseidon's secret studio. 6. Socotra Island, Yemen. Dragon's blood trees grow in the shape of upside-down umbrellas and bleed a red sap. Over a third of the plant life here is found nowhere else on Earth, making the island a real-life Pokémon zone. Flights are very limited, so planning a trip requires the same effort as booking a seat to Mars. 5. Fly Geyser, Nevada. A man-made well from a 1960s drilling project turned into a rainbow-colored mound that keeps growing. Thermophilic algae paint the cone in shades of green and red, while mineral water shoots 5 feet high, 24/7. It sits on private land, so you must book a guided tour and leave the drone at home. Permits are extremely strict. 4. Underwater Waterfall, Mauritius. Sand and silt slide off a coastal shelf, creating the stunning illusion of a submerged cascade. This breathtaking view is best seen from a helicopter, so budget accordingly for that once-in-a-lifetime experience. Go between May and December for the clearest water and the least turbulence. 3. Great Blue Hole, Belize. This is a perfectly circular marine sinkhole, 300 meters across and 125 meters deep. Its coral walls drop straight down like an elevator shaft into sapphire blue darkness. Famed explorer Jacques Cousteau declared it one of the world's top dive sites, but snorkelers can still spot reef sharks from the rim. 2. Hitachi Seaside Park, Japan. Every April, rolling hills covered in baby blue Nemophila flowers turn the park into a living screensaver. Later in the year, the scenery switches to crimson kochia bushes, so you can visit twice and feel like you've landed on different planets. The park closes at 5 o'clock sharp. Japanese punctuality doesn't wait for one last selfie. 1. Namib Desert, Namibia. Red dunes collide with the Atlantic Ocean in a stark contrast that looks airbrushed. At Sossusvlei, dead acacia trees stand frozen in time, preserved for centuries by drought and intense heat. Climb Dune 45 before sunrise. The sand is cool, and the shadows stretch like taffy, creating incredible patterns. And there you have it, 20 places, 0 filters, and infinite bragging rights. Our planet truly is the universe's greatest art gallery. If you decide to visit these wonders, remember to help keep them beautiful. Use Reef-safe sunscreen, download offline maps since Wi-Fi is often a myth, and always pack a power bank. Got a surreal spot we missed? Let us know in the comments for a chance to be featured in a future video. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell, then share this with the friend who thinks everything cool is CGI. Until the next adventure, keep exploring, because